Hi guys, Sarah here on the red carpet at the MUAHS, the Makeup and Hairstylist Awards. You know, that's a big thing with film and TV. You're going to notice the hair, you're going to notice the makeup. It's even been the talk of the town on some shows. We're going to talk to these people about their favorite trends, their favorite projects, and their dream projects. Let's see who's here. All right, make sure I'm ready.
Night.
You're about ready to cuddle up with all the hair and makeup stylists.
That's right. My husband and son are at home watching a movie, and here I am.
Well, that's probably the perfect Valentine's for them, right?
Actually, I mean, we've been married 21 years. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Carrie, I have to ask you. So, since you're the one in the chair when you're getting your hair and makeup done,
Yes.
do you have a favorite character, hair or makeup, that you've had thus far in your career?
Ooh, oh God, what a great question. Well, Anne on Four Seasons is certainly wonderful because she's really kind of just me. So there's not a lot of heavy lifting. You get what you get. You don't get upset.
Yeah.
Pimples, wrinkles, whatever it is. Trudy Weigel from Reno 911 is always fun. Putting on my helmet wig. Although it started as my real hair, but then as I changed my hairstyle, it had to become helmet wig. But it did get crusty over the 25 years.
Yeah, that's probably fun.
Yeah. We did have an incident where I had rolled around in a public sandbox and had gotten some sort of creature that wanted to live inside the wig. So it took, I think we bought a new wig.
Yeah, and how did you fare with that? Were you good?
I was sort of using chopsticks under the wig during the day because it was rather itchy.
Yeah. Well, at least rolling around in a sandbox, in public sandbox, at least that's all that you came out with, right?
Listen, and I'll do anything for a joke. Even get sand mites in my wig.
I love it. That's what we need from comedy, right? Is there a dream role, character, you know, especially when it comes to like the costume, the hair, the makeup that you want to do?
There is not one specific role, but I do want to delve deeper into the realm of authenticity, and it's not always pretty. And yeah, I just want to. I want to get dirty. I want to get real.
I like it. And not in the sandbox, but like real.
Oh, I'll do it. Oh,
You'll do it again.
I'll get in another sandbox for a check. I'll get in another.
So a couple questions for you. Obviously, you're the one in the chair getting your hair and makeup done. Have you had a favorite hair and makeup look for any characters you've played?
Oh my gosh. You know what I love? I love when it's a period piece. I mean, there's nothing like sitting in a chair and then leaving feeling like a whole different person.
Yeah.
So usually those jobs that I've done mean a mustache or sideburns or something, you know, like I had The Conjuring come out this last year, and it's in the 80s, so I've got this big giant mustache and, you know, the big pop collar on the polo shirt, and like you walk out and I had these aviator shades and the feathered hair, and like you just feel like that is the fun of movie making, and it all starts in the chair.
And that's when you know they did their job, right? Yeah. Like you walk out and you feel it.
And it makes our job so easy because like you really don't feel like you're pretending at that point. You just get to like go have fun.
Yeah. Any time period, like dream role that you can think of?
Yeah, you know, I love the Western era. I would love to do just good old gritty cowboy. I love all that.
Yeah.
And frankly, any period piece is just, you know, it's like as actors, that's our dream, is to step in a different time. So,
that's the fun of it, right?
Exactly.
I saw Candace on a carpet the other day, and we always love to see when you guys reunite, and it's just so nice. Is that something you love about this industry and this job that you get to do, is that you get to build these families and continue to be friends with them?
It is. I was just describing, I mean, our relationship's different because our crew was on the show for a long time, but even smaller movies, I always say it's almost like going to summer camp, where you all fall in love and you feel like you've known each other here forever. And then you go away and you kind of hold on to these memories, and you all want to get together you're like, hey, let's all, and it's like, you can't wait for that next time that your paths cross, and then it's hugs and it's tears and it's memories and it's all the fun things. And we're very blessed to do what we do because there's that constant change of adventure. and meaning new relationships and old relationships come back. yeah, the old relationships coming back is a common theme in this industry, which I've very much enjoyed.
I mean, fans love it when you get to see people reunite, from past projects. So it's always fun for us.
Jeff, the creator of Full House, got a bunch of us together for his birthday, and it's always causes a nice little buzz when we get together, take a few pictures, and reminisce, and then the fans get to see, and we're pretty fortunate.
Maybe an even fuller house, right?
I don't think any of us would say no to that.
Okay. All right. That's good to hear.
As long as the powers that be can work it out. You know what I mean?
Well, thank you. I hear you're presenting tonight.
I am.
So makeup and hair, I've got to ask you, what was your favorite makeup and hair trends from the 80s and now?
From the 80s and still to now, always mascara. Lots of mascara and eyeliner and lips.
Yeah. And lips are having a moment again.
Yes, always.
I love it. Is there anything you're glad is like, okay, that's in the past, you don't need that again?
Neon colors. Neon colors. Please no.
Yeah.
No more.
Yeah. I know. They have their moment, like if you're rollerblading on the beach, but
Yeah, and it's still it keeps coming around, but I'll stay away.
So Dancing with the Stars nominees, I just have to say this season was amazing. Absolutely killing it. How does it feel to be a part of that?
It's such an honor to be such a big part of the show. Like, you get to see all the behind the scenes things, and it's quite the honor to be a part of it.
All right, tough question. How do you keep the hair from moving? They are whipping their heads everywhere.
A lot of hairspray, a lot of gel, and a lot of sewing.
Okay. And then the hair itself, how does it come to be? Is that a collaboration with the pro, with the star?
Oh, 100%. There's a whole creative team that is behind the scenes. Our department head, Kimmy Messina, is like on top of everything. A collaboration between the stars and the celebrities and the creative team, and then we kind of just roll with it. Really, what can make it happen?
Yeah. It's so fun because it's not just the dance people look forward to, it's the whole, look.
100%. And we just love being a part of it.
Thank you. You as well. I love this.
Thank you.
Do we call this a bolero?
I could call it that. The studio, such a good show. Like, so good all around. But the costuming, the hairstyling, the makeup, all so cool. But I really have to ask about Catherine Hahn. How did that look come to be?
Put it this way, the design of it all, I'm going to say it's season 1 was based on the many looks of the Real Housewives. And because their looks typically come from fashion first, and then they try to enhance the fashion. So it kind of came from there, and Lauren was really wonderful in executing all of my lovely ideas and collaborating as well. Because once you're in it, it's like one thing to have an idea and a photo, and it's another thing to get it going. But also it's a nice, huge collaboration with Catherine Hahn herself, too. So, all the way around. But typically we have all of our hands in every single hairstyle on the show.
It was cool because she felt so different in that role, and you could tell like the look made her come alive.
It is very much that. It's like things happen in an order, and then she starts coming, and then when she walks on set, no one really knows what's going to happen. Even Seth and Evan, they don't know what's going to walk in.
It's all a surprise every day.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty cool to collaborate with her.
So, is there a franchise, a Real Housewives franchise, that might be the goal for season 2?
Season 2, I don't think we're doing Housewives anymore.
Okay. Change it up.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Yeah. Something new. Okay. We're excited to see what's to come, but have fun tonight and good luck. You guys are nominated tonight. How are you feeling?
Excited, overwhelmed, full of gratitude that our peers loved us enough to nominate us. So we're very grateful.
The best type of recognition, right?
Yes.
Okay, 3 questions for you. What was the hardest part of one battle after another?
Ooh. Sasha, Gina. I think honestly it was the locations.
Locations, I was going to say. Yeah,
Locations.
Locations, definitely.
We moved every 3 to 4 days we went to new places and really just to create those looks and consistently create those looks in different places, constantly battling weather, battling environments. I think maybe that was the biggest challenge.
Ruining shoes.
What?
Ruining shoes.
Ruining all your shoes.
Oh, yeah.
All your shoes were ruined. Yeah,
It was a road show.
Nice shoes.
Yeah, your shoes usually don't have to see the mud.
That's right. What Gina was saying is it was a road show, basically.
Very cool to know, though. What was the most fun part of the production?
These two.
Yeah.
These two. Our team was incredible. I mean, I have Sasha here, who's like Hollywood royalty, who's done some of the most iconic looks, came out and did Leo's extensions with me and nailed it. I have Gina here, who's extremely, she's such a talent, a powerhouse. For her to have my back was like it was such a gift. So really having a team that supports you and really makes the show not only fun, but it was difficult. And to have them to support and be this amazing team was the best part. It's the best part of it.
Yeah, who you work with makes a big difference.
Yes.
All right, dream production for each of you. Is there anything that you aspire to do?
Should I say it? Should I say it? I would love all three of us to do James Bond. That is my dream production.
Talking James Bond for a minute.
So James Bond, you look
We're
at that?
coming for you.
Our team is coming for you.
All right.
So, Judy, you have a pretty big honor coming your way tonight.
Yes, I do.
It's very
Exciting, isn't it?
Yes. Okay, I've got a couple of questions for you since this is a lifetime achievement. What is the hardest job you've worked on?
Oh dear. The hardest. Schindler's List.
Well, that's pretty impressive. Questions for you.
All right.
What was the hardest part about your job on Sinner?
Well, it was really just the environment, the heat, the bugs.
I've heard that a few times.
Yes, yeah. Well, it's true. It's true because for makeup, especially, you want to. Even though we were portraying the heat of the South, it's not always consistent. So we had to keep that continuity going. But it was really a delight. Ryan is such a creative that everybody just followed suit, and you didn't feel the pain.
That's awesome. I love that. And then I want to know, do you have a dream project you would like to be a part of?
I've been doing this for 5 decades. I've done a lot of different projects. Yeah, I think I've checked most of my dreams. I fulfilled most of my dreams.
I love that.
And I had worked 3 years ago. I worked on Killers of the Flower Moon on Scorsese's picture, and I thought, how am I going to top this? I had such a great experience shooting there with the indigenous people and everything. And I thought, how am I going to top this? And then I got Sinners, and I'm like, okay, all right, that tops it.
You never know what's going to come.
You never do.
3 questions for you. So, makeup. What has been the hardest job that you have had?
Apocalypto.
Okay. What made it hard?
Because I was doing a pregnant belly on the woman who was lowering herself into the cenote. So there was that, plus also the other makeup effects that I had to do. We were shooting in 103-degree heat. Yeah, for the spear scene where they just fire. Yeah, it was crazy. I had a neck wound and I had all sorts of things. So Apocalypto, without doubt.
Yeah, I've heard heat tonight. Several times people saying that. So
Right.
the heat seems to pose a challenge.
Yes, always. Things slide off.
Yeah. Okay, what was your most fun job that you had?
Gosh, that is a really good question. I mean, I wouldn't say Sinners was fun because it was hard, but it was memorable and very worthwhile. Fun. Oh my God, what am I saying? Anything with Chadwick.
Obviously, you're nominated, period makeup. Is there like a time period or an era that maybe you haven't gotten to do anything yet that you dream of doing?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really done ancient history of any sort. And I love it so much. I've done tons of blood, tons of war, and all of that is all the same, no matter what period you are. But I would really love to do some ancient history of some sort. Yeah.
That would be fun. We're putting it out there.
Thank you. Yes.
Frankenstein, I have to imagine, kept you quite busy with all the prosthetics. What was it like to be a part of that film?
It was like we were on a mission, almost like a marathon or like some great athletic feat that we were training for. We made sure to be prepped and ready every day to have one goal, and that is to respect the project itself, Frankenstein, like what a weight it was. So we all knew it, and we were all on board for the race.
Yeah, it was, to recreate the Frankenstein creature, was a big deal because the whole world has a version of him. They think, like the pop culture icon, So our initial fear was, is anybody going to accept our versions because it's so. But in the end, we just had to do what we felt he should look like, and thankfully, he seems to be accepted really well. So it's the best project I've ever been on.
Did the vision, because it is different than what we usually think of, did a lot of that come from Guillermo? Was it collaborative? How did it come to be?
No, it was collaborative. It was me and Guillermo butting heads together. Guillermo's extremely good at telling us what he doesn't want. And it's actually a better way than telling someone what he does want, because that's forcing thought. But telling him what he doesn't want means you don't waste any time doing what he doesn't want. Up to then, he's very open. So normally then I'd do a sketch or a sculpt, and he would give comments to see what he wanted. And he's always right. He's got the greatest eye in the business. Yeah, he's very good at stuff. So he, as usual, Guillermo's Guillermo, he makes you a better artist. And what he does is he wants to empower the artist. He wants you to give him what you've got inside you. He doesn't want to over-dictate to you. Otherwise, what's the point of hiring someone? So, but at the end of the day, he's the boss, and we do realize that. And it's his saying that works. And again, not to repeat myself, but he's got such a good eye that his decisions are always on point every time.
All right, I have 3 questions for you. So first of all, for our audience, you do special effects makeup, which is very cool. This might be a tough one. Hardest job you've had?
The hardest job had to be Sinners, the one we're here for tonight. I mean, we had to transform the entire cast. It was just a massive scope, and we did everything for real. We shot an IMAX film in New Orleans, on the ground. We're in real water, real sunrises. And yeah, it was challenging, but also, maybe the most rewarding.
I think with everything going on with that film, it's got to feel that way.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's I think we're all extremely proud, and it's been amazing to see how the world's connected to it.
Yeah, I love that. Most fun job you've had?
Most fun job. I mean, they're all fun in different ways. I mean, oh man, that's actually harder. I mean, I'm gonna also go with Sinners for this one, just because there was a certain feeling and vibe to being in New Orleans, and I just think that there was something about it, just something about being down there. Marty Supreme was also a blast, in New York, but I was more on my home turf.
I love that. Do you have a dream client that you'd want to work with, or a dream production?
Dream client or production? There's so many artists right now that inspire me. I mean, I would say Lady Gaga's up there. I mean, she's just a chameleon, and she's always transforming. And I think that could be really creatively interesting, and would probably go in wild directions.
Hoda, a makeup artist?
Yes, that's me.
That's pretty cool.
So if you want to know when I first started, I started when I was 3. And at first, I did the Joker Wednesday, and then I started to do prosthetics and stuff.
Now, how does a 3-year-old even get involved in it?
It feels exciting to be involved with it.
When did you say, I like doing makeup?
I started saying it before I did the Joker makeup.
That's pretty cool.
I know.
What's like a dream project you want to work on?
I want to make my dad. I want to make him as like Valentine's Day guy. I drew, and then he made an AI picture of it, and it became like a Valentine's Day monster. I want to make him that.
I think you can do it. I can. Frances, you're nominated tonight for Wicked for Good, prosthetic makeup. I have to ask you, and it may be Wicked, it may not. What's been your hardest job so far in the industry?
In the industry, not on Wicked. Wicked.
Wicked. Okay.
Yes, Wicked was because we shot. I'm luckily been nominated for the hair, the makeup, and the prosthetics. And the hard thing about Wicked was we filmed both at the same time. So sometimes in the morning you'd be doing part 1, and they'd be younger, and you'd do part 2 in the afternoon, and you'd have to change the look. But it was filmed over 6 months, so you also had to make sure you knew exactly where they were within that storyline.
It's a lot to keep track of.
So it was an awful lot. So it was very hard. And of course, the Tin Man and Scarecrow was they're so iconic, those makeups anyway. But but to make them original and timeless was quite a challenge as well. But I really fell in love with those two. I think they work perfectly.
You did a great job.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'm curious if you have a dream job, a dream production you would like to be a part of.
I always think my dream these days are working with wonderful people, and I have always been so lucky in that. And I think really if I could just carry on like that, it's not what you do for your job is the best bit is the people. It's not what you physically do artist wise.
Love that. I think that's true for anybody in any industry.
Yeah, it's very, very true indeed.